I am really excited. This particular episode brings back a really good friend of mine, and all of you in the industry know her, Kay Fernandez, who is now Vice President of Global Marketing over at Katun. And she's got some fun things to share with you. And welcome to Next Week's Life. It's a great, fun podcast, so relax. And we also have the CEO of Katun, Kuoying Yang. So I welcome you to our event and our show. It's a pleasure to meet you. And we have a nice audience out there that listens, and we try very much to make sure that we touch a little bit of personal and obviously a lot about business. So if you don't mind, Kay, I'm sure everybody is interested. How do you like being back in our world?
I love it. I took a short little sabbatical, had some time off. I played a lot of golf, still needs a lot of help, but it has actually been amazing to be back in the industry, to see partners, friends, that I've made over the years, over the 20 plus years in the imaging industry. So it's just been amazing, and everyone has been so welcoming. We honestly have the best people, bar none. And it's been such a joy to get back into it. And I'm loving being at Katun. It's a much smaller organization. So has really allowed me to sort of really, do things that I otherwise, would have relied on other people to do in my past roles. So it's been wonderful so far. I've been there 6 months. So yeah, it's been great.
Well, it's fun to have you back. I love watching you on LinkedIn and seeing your posts and seeing you active out there. And it really is fun to see you back in the industry. And if you don't mind, I'm going to switch over a little bit. Kuoying Yang is the CEO for Katun. And if you don't mind, I'm going to start with tell us who you are and how did you get to Katun and bring us up to date.
Who am I? Oh, well, I'm born in Taiwan. I was definitely raised in Taiwan, and of course, that I came to USA for study in high school and college. So, my family is in this industry. They are aftermarket consumable supplier, and we do supply a whole lot of industry consumables. Pretty much all major OEMs. I believe we had more than 3,000 moldings or 5,000 molding for pretty much all models, all consumables out there in our industry. So I came from a family that's in this industry for nearly 30 plus, actually 40 years already. So about the same time as Caden is.
So, those of us who have been in the industry for a while, and even those who probably are new to the industry, are very familiar with the Katun brand and Katun's influence basically in our channel, well, pretty much all around the world, but certainly in North America for us. So, when you joined, is it safe to say you joined or rejoined Katun? How do I say that properly?
Well, so parent company acquired Caden. I would say I joined Caden as a board in the beginning, and not until the latest previous CEO departure, then I decided we do have to have a leadership come in right away. Whereas my part at the time was chairman, I was already engaging with the CEO, the finance VP, and all the department head from each different regions, and even with R&D. So I was taking a lot of time and effort already, but just not at the level like CEO is. But the company viewed that I could be stepping in and helping the company to do a fast transition, whereas the previous CEO left us within 2 weeks notice. Yeah, they had to make that decision right away.
So, for both of you, I'll start with Kay. So, as I was mentioning before, Katun has a long history and brand recognition, especially in the United States. And when you were at an OEM, and in my past history being at an OEM, Katun was like one of the "I love you, don't love you" kind of partnerships, right? So,
Exactly.
but
Yep.
it all worked and it worked well. And Caton had a wonderful brand name, and there was a good quality uh, legend behind it. So I'm curious now that you've gone from an OEM into the Caton world. What are you finding? What impresses you?
It's the same industry, it's the same type of products. I have really been impressed with how agile Caton is. I think we have the benefit of being smaller, more nimble, and it's also a family owned business, which is very similar to our dealer channel. A lot of our dealers are, similar size or, right there in the mix. So I think that enables us to better serve the dealer, and we can focus on helping them be more profitable both on the hardware side as well as in aftermarket. So we can support many dealers in both those areas.
So, looking, how long have you been at Caton now?
6 months since the end of April.
6 months. And obviously, you're enjoying the experience. So, if I can go back to both of you, I'll go back to Kuoying. What everyone knows you as a supply company, right? Alternative supplies, and frankly, some testing and all those things that we've known you for a long time. What can we expect in the way of vision and opportunity from Caton over the course of the next, well, let's say next 6 months, a year? Is there anything you can share with our audience that would make people go, that's interesting?
Well, I would say in the when I come on board or before I come on board as a CEO, internally we did a survey with our customers, and we've done almost very extensive, intensive, and roughly around 30 dealers actually. Dealers, the CEO, the owner, or the executive members of the company, they all share the same thing as in terms of how how Caden can provide them to do easy to do business. And the other was, does Caden have software solutions? In a way, people are looking for something new, something that's helping them to drive, whereas they have no idea of how to drive it. As many of you know, that the mega dealers, they know what they want, but peop- but smaller dealer or middle-sized dealers, they are struggling. Whereas Caden is very, very strong and very, very active with them, and they are kind of relying Caden to provide what's out there, what solution that's available, and potential future business model that we can co-develop together. So in turn, Caden are internally have that ever since we got that message, we have been trying to process that, actually make it into a solution. That is why in between we happen to before that we happen to have digital printing solutions, whereas we found an opportunity out there where the major OEMs are already engaging that sector and it's still growing. It just kind of ties with it. We come up with new solution for potentially to work with our dealers. Whereas software side of it, we internally are trying to gather all the resources internally and potentially work with the partner in the future to define what's available within our capacity, of course. And we are in this path of becoming OEM solution providing while progressing to something a new venture like software. So there are many things in the pipeline in the roadmap. It's just that we are trying to get it out there as soon as possible, whereas our customers are looking for Caden to provide. So it's very important. Not to mention with roughly around 8,000 still active dealers out there, it's very interesting. So it's something we are looking to offer very soon.
So, and Kay, I'll come back to you on this one. So the market, I think you would agree, both of you would agree that the market has changed. The industry is dramatically changing, whether it's being led by AI or forced by mergers and acquisitions, or technologies that are new and coming quickly for the next revolution, really, for the industry. So when you look at Caton, should we as the audience interpret what you are trying to do as diversification of your portfolio, regardless of where it might take you, as long as it is good for the industry and the dealer community? Is that a fair way of saying it?
For sure, diversification of our portfolio. And then I think also that, we've seen the landscape change a lot throughout the years in the document imaging industry. I remember I started in 1997, and that was when, copiers were just coming onto the network. And it's been a whirlwind since then. But there's also been a lot of, reductions in manufacturers and in brands, and the dealers, have merged significantly, a lot of M&A activity. And one of the main drivers of, this trend is the reliance of the printing business for the manufacturer. And they've divested in print, right? And focus their resources into their other core areas of the business. And so I think what's really different for us is, we've been doing this for over 40 years, and this is all we do. We believe that there's still a lot of profit in print and in hardware. And so we're leveraging that and, creating a new brand in this market, and really hoping to disrupt it and make it fun and, take a different approach.
So you kind of led me to a question I'm curious about, given the fact that this episode won't be aired for some weeks down the road. Is there a big announcement? Rumors are running around in our industry about this and that. Is there anything big that Caton would like to share, you would like to share with our audience? And then Kuoying, I'll come back to you on that one.
Yes, I think, Kuoying, you should do the honors.
Yeah.
Really big announcement.
That's certainly, and we do, like I did mention, we are looking for solution for our customers. And as Kay had also mentioned, we want to be different. We want to be disruptive. That's why we want to be OEM. It's something that we have been actually, ever since I joined the industry, I question myself, I question the company, not just at Caden, but also at the parent company. How can we be OEM? We could, if we have the right partner to work with. And we found one, and it's proven to be very good partnership. We do have a very good partnership with our OEM partners, where we can come in and we deliver very good equipment and quality wise. And not to mention, we know our customers, and our customers are sharing a whole tons of the difficulties to working with existing OEMs, whereas they have difficulty in getting response, um, service, and also while that they they have too much of hierarchy. A lot of communication is just not. It's never going to get delivered or get feedback. So we believe we could be very successful, and not to mention the market are consolidating. We see the opportunity to come in to say, well, after consolidations, even with the consolidation, it doesn't mean that they are going to be more responsive and they're going to change their way of doing business with the customers. I don't think so, and that's where Kay and I truly believe with our new program that the way of easy to do business approach can bring value, and for them to actually believe it in us, and to bring that closer partnership with our customers.
So I'll turn it back to you, Kay. Thank you, Kyoying. So again, by the time this gets out there, we're already going to be in the fall, right? And moving towards the end of the year, which is hard to believe, actually. But what message do you want to give to the dealers that they need to be aware of when you make the announcements you're going to make?
So we're launching 11 MFPs out into the market. Arivia is the brand name, and they are really differentiated through usability, reliability, what Kate has been known for, and also environmental responsibility. So they are all CRU, customer replaceable cartridges, and they really feature long life consumables that many of the components may or may not have to be even replaced during the product life. And then what we're also doing that's really unique, which I'm super proud of, is we're partnering with Print Relief and their reforestation program. So for every Arivia MFP that is purchased by the dealer will get a monthly allotment of pages that will automatically contribute to planting new trees. So for every 8,333 pages printed by their customer, the dealer can be a part of being more environmentally, sustainable and responsible. They can market this program to their customers, and everyone wins. And it's a key differentiator for us, our program, in addition to the fact that we want to make it so easy for the dealers to do business with us. We're turning everything upside down, and I think if the dealers get an opportunity to learn more about our Catalyst program, um, I'm hoping that they will be very happy to partner with us, because we're not doing business as usual. We're trying to simplify their lives.
Wow. 11 MFPs.
Yes.
11. Wow. That's good news. So that's exciting. And by the way, Kuoying, this is confidential, so no one knows anything, no one goes anywhere. So I thank you for sharing this. And when you're ready, we release this. But Kay, that's exciting news. And I think one of the things that strikes me by what you just said, besides the ease of which a dealer can do business with you, and I would imagine that also includes the ease of distribution, it seems like Katun doesn't have to worry about um, the baggage of doing business the old way. Is that
For
is
sure. And the other advantage to doing business with Caton is that we are a partner and we don't compete with our dealers. So we don't have a direct sales organization. And it's going to be huge. I'm personally super excited about it. One of the reasons why I took this job was to sort of really help Kuoying grow this business from the beginning, and really see the fruits of our effort. So it's an exciting time at Caton, and I think for the industry in general.
well, I would agree. And Jiuying, I would come back with you. And it seems to me that, first of all, it's very exciting and it's an alternative distribution channel that dealers really need. Two things strike me that this would very quickly positively impact the dealer. Number one, they don't they sell nationally right today, which you're going to actually facilitate more national sales, I would think, easier for a dealer. And the other one is the reduction of warehousing and the ability to have you ship. So am I getting that right? Is that part of your business strategy?
Well, well, in a way, that all depends on the customers. Majority of the major ones, I would suppose, they would expect their own logistic approach. So of course, that we will still do direct business with the container in and container out, and whereas the other smaller ones, smaller medium sized dealers, if they prefer, we we do that. We are definitely capable of doing it. Whereas many of them are currently working with us, on the parcel shipment wise, on the consumable wise. So we are in a way we are pretty much equipped with doing the OEM business right now.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, that's groundbreaking news. I'm very happy to hear what you're doing. So, a couple of other quick questions, and it does seem to me, every dealer that I'm speaking with lately is improving their capability with help desk through AI support or other kinds of technologies, which means the number of skilled people that are available to them is sometimes offset by the technology. But there's a huge, I think, issue with finding good people. And so I'm wondering, are you, do you see or think that this is going to help the dealer maybe offset some of that challenge? So Kay, I'll come back to you.
Well, I think because we're a brand new entry into the market, we're shaking things up, I think it creates more excitement in the market. And, being in the industry for so long, we want that, we need that. And that's how you attract, talent. People retain your employees. So I think it's good for the industry
Yeah,
overall.
it's definitely disruptive, no doubt, and it needs it. Our industry needs it. So, Kuoying, is there anything else that you would like to share with our industry and in particular the dealers? Is there a lasting message you would like to leave from this particular episode?
I would say join Caton as a partner. That would definitely bring value. It's easy to do business is what we are looking for, and we promise that we will listen. We will develop program with you. Not as lengthy program that OEMs currently offering, but we are looking for something very easy to work with. You know, we're even talking about the e-commerce portals that they can evaluate their existing portfolio with Cadence, how that translate into a dashboard, how that can be developed and through their phone, through their app, through the things that we provide to them. Everything should be very crystal clear to them in in day-to-day operations, not just you hit certain quota and then you get things by the end of the year and you don't know when are you going to hit it. So we're trying to do things upfront, a very clear message, a very clear price tag, and things that there's no hidden cost. This is something we're trying to offer. Is if you see any, let me know. I'm trying to fix it.
I like I like that. And maybe a final question for Kyoying. The brand will be Caton brand.
Well, yes, it will be Karen Brand.
Okay, so the engines will be Caton brand. And Kay, I'm excited for you. I think we need different and more lanes, to effectively sell and produce and market, these products in the field. Everything's changing so much. So, what's the one message you really want to deliver to the dealers and say, hey, call Kay?
Well, yeah, I exactly what Koying said. Come check us out. We actually did a huge rebrand strategy recently. So we looked at Caton Corporate, we looked at Arivia, the brand, we looked at Catalyst, which is our dealer program, and we really developed a value proposition so that we could be different from our competitors. And so our tagline, which is success made simple, really communicates the benefit that we provide to our clients. So similar to Nike, just do it, BMW, the ultimate driving machine, we're Caton and we want our dealers to be successful and we want to make it really simple for them to do it. So we'd be a great partner. Come see us.
I like it. And if you don't mind my saying, before we close this out, I do want to thank Kate and both of you for your sponsorship of the Executive Connection Summit, and of course for your participation in the consortium. And from what I understand, from what you're trying to achieve the next few months, it looks like maybe there's good alignment between those two events and what you're trying to do. So I think it's awesome. The industry needs it, and it's perfectly well timed. So I look forward to working with both of you on how to make that message strong and powerful. And Kay, I know Kyo Ying doesn't know Frank Sinatra, but you do. Do you have a favorite Frank Sinatra song?
Oh man, there's so many. Fly me to the moon.
Awesome. That's it.
That's
Wow.
yours, isn't it?
Yeah, Caton's going to go to the moon. I like it. Well, again, I think you both are really wonderfully gifted and excited about what you're doing. You can feel it, through the screen. And I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity to visit with you. I know the industry is going to respond very well. Like anything else, there's always challenges, but this world, our world has changed pretty dramatically, and you're going to help accelerate that change in a very good way. So anything I can do certainly to help you along the way, I'm honored to do it. And Kay, always a pleasure to see you. Kuoying, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I wish you well the next 90 days, and I'll see you after you approve this release.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us on.
Let's have some fun with this. This is a good time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.